Hello, it's Margaret Munoz here. I'd like to talk to you today about the choices method. This was pioneered by Dr. Patricia Carrington, a renowned EFT practitioner. It's a long time ago now, but it's still very helpful to use with your tapping and can add greatly to the results you can achieve. I'm certainly a great fan of it, and I use it a lot in my work. So first of all, what is the choices method if you haven't already heard of it? Well, you probably know about affirmations, which are positive self-statements like, I'm wealthy and abundant, or every day, in every way, I'm getting better and better, which is great, but there's a bit of a hiccup happens with affirmations, especially if you're not tapping when you're saying them. So you say, I'm wealthy and abundant. And this little voice in your head goes, no, you're not. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. And you just had a really bad day. So you go, well, that's not true. Which means that there's this inner discord that's set up, like an internal fight or a contradiction between the part of you that wants it to be true and the part of you that says it just ain't so. Patricia discovered that making a different type of affirmation didn't trigger that negative disbelieving voice, but instead helped guide people towards a course of action. So let's try out a couple so you can begin to see what I'm meaning here. So say to yourself, I feel peaceful and calm. And just check in. And now say, I choose to feel peaceful and calm. Does that feel any different? You might notice it feels more like making a commitment that you've chosen yourself to getting a desired outcome. Let's try another one. Say, I am financially independent. Notice if there's a contradiction that appears, like, no, I'm jolly well not. And now say, I choose to be financially independent. Do you find that's more convincing and you're more readily able to accept it? I find it has a more action-orientated focus. So now I'm going to give you a step-by-step way of incorporating it into your tapping, and then what you need to be aware of to get the best result. Sound good? So step number 1 is to decide what issue you want to work on. So it could be a feeling, a thought, an attitude, or a behavior. And then give an intensity rating from 1 to 10. So 10 being pretty intense. Step number 2. So then step number 3 is choose something that is roughly the opposite of the negative issue. So for example, if you're anxious about speaking in public, then it might be, I choose to feel calm and confident when speaking in public. Step number 4 is to combine the negative issue with the positive choices for uses in a choices setup statement. So using the above example, it would be, even though I'm anxious when speaking in public, I choose to feel calm and confident. And then you can tap on the karate chop spot 3 times while repeating this setup statement. So that's 5 steps. 1, decide the issue you want to work on. 2, give it a rating. 3, choose the opposite or what it is you want. 4, combine the negative issue with a positive choice. And 5, tap on the side of the hand spot 3 times while repeating it. You can then do rounds of tapping in different ways. Patricia suggests what she calls the choices trio, which goes like this. So first of all, you do one complete round of tapping using the negative issue as the reminder phrase. So, for example, you repeat, "I'm anxious when speaking in public," at each tapping point. And then you follow it up immediately with another complete round of tapping using the choices setup statement as the reminder phrase. So you might do, "I choose to feel calm and confident when speaking in public," at each tapping point. And then following immediately on from that, you do a third complete round of tapping using alternate negative and positive statements like this. So on the inner eyebrow, say, "I'm anxious speaking in public." On the side of the eye, say, "I choose to feel calm and confident." And if you like, you can add "when speaking in public." Under the eye, say, "I'm anxious speaking in public." And so you keep alternating statements for the entire round, finishing on a positive statement. It's very important to start on the negative and finish on the positive. Don't do it the other way around. And then you can take an intensity rating to see how you're feeling. Sometimes I do a shortcut version, which is just the third step, alternating the negative with the positive. And I've actually got a video on this as well. What I really like to do then is to keep tapping in the choice I've made for a period of time. I don't do the setup statement anymore. I just keep tapping around the usual sequence, repeating the choice I've made. You can do this any number of times throughout the day to really install a new feeling or belief. There's two things to watch out for. Firstly, make sure that you're really aiming for what you do want. Don't get any negatives in there, like, "I choose to not be anxious." And make sure you get very specific with your choice. Specific over wishy-washy wins every time. Secondly, make sure it's something you really want. Make it compelling. After all, you want something that you feel excited about, so make it colourful or fun. "I choose to have fun becoming wealthy." Or if you're finding something difficult, an excellent default choice is, "I choose to make it easy and enjoyable." Sticking the word creative in is always great, as in, "I choose to find a creative solution." And off your brain goes to find that creative solution. A client who's a professional golfer came up with, "I choose to hit the ball with effortless power." How good does that feel? And I'm not even a golfer. But I think my all-time favourite is, "I choose to accept all gifts freely and completely." Isn't that great? So really go for the best you can come up with. I hope you enjoy the results of getting creative with the choices method. And if you have any questions on it, just drop me a line, or you can join my Facebook group, Tapping for Results. Love to see you there. And look forward to talking to you again soon. Bye for now.